CC, former spring tournament champion, former spring tournament runner-up, took the spring off this year, but she's still proving that she hasn't lost a step at all when it comes to FFR. Racing super strong, super fast, and Chanigan, newer runner to the community, probably joined within the past year or so, and is no slouch himself here in this tournament. We see a little bit of divergence with the party. Last night in their game one, they took the same party, and CC just executed to the nines with hitting Topher first, bouncing out, and making the quick adjustment to do levels and magic grind. Basically, she took a grind to get enough levels to be able to cast fast and just adjusted from early nuke strats to melee damage strats, while Chanigan sort of just threw himself against it for like 20 minutes and ended up losing the race. So what do you think about these party comps, Admiral?
I got to see a little of the blessings, and that black belt Chanigan's taking, that extra 15 hit percent, and he got another really good blessing. The fighter, though, it's going to be a really good early game fighting machine because it's got less vitality, but makes up for it for a plus 40 HP start and more strength. Like,
and how are those thieves looking? We see Chanigan bringing 2 to CC's
have
1.
Extra vitality for one thing. I couldn't see the other thing.
Okay.
So there's certainly potential here. Like, the only really, really bad malice I've seen was that the white mage cannot equip a ribbon.
Oh, that's going to be a bummer. So we'll see CC here with a much more straightforward party. I'm going to assume we did not have access to a black mage, while Chanigan running a little bit more of a gamble party. You're going to be able to run that Thieves run chance is rarely impacted by blurst classes, but that black belt's going to take a long time to get up to speed with these
I mean, the plus 15 hit percent does lower the bar by about 5 levels.
This is true, but with the way these flags are structured, grinds are sort of tricky. We see
level
life
1
and life 2. Temper, Rub, and Temper, Lit 3, and Quad X are pretty good black magic to open too for that red mage.
Yep. I have no complaints about the spells so far, except maybe the without a black mage will. There's always the potential of stuff being backloaded as well. Because Lit 3, it's a decent sweeper. Like, I will never complain about Lit 3. But it's Lit not 3, a nuke.
No, I mean, Lit 3 will handle any unrunnable pack that we hit in the early game, and Quad X will take care of our bosses. So we have a kill strategy for Garland, we have a kill strategy for Astos, and we can take out the pirates without any sort of issue. It's just a matter of... And Lit 3 is also good coverage because it takes care of undead reasonably well. It's no Fire 3, but at least it's not Ice 3. Ice 3 is a wonderful spell, but really struggles against the undead, and we will see a lot of undead in the early game between Marsh, Ice Cave, and possibly...
Crabcakes having a little bit of...
I saw
bit of a hiccup.
I saw hit a Mad Pony that backrode her red mage and had to walk back, but King gives us a ship. CC's going to open some boxes. So ship and crystals, pretty good opening. We're going to be able to skip the bridge boss, go right to Matoya, find out what's in her 3 boxes. And CC finds a ruse stick and a dragon sword, so she's not going to check a whole lot of boxes, but when you don't have to check a whole lot of boxes and you get that kind of reward, it's definitely makes it worth it.
Yeah, typically classes like the Fighter and Thief will need a few boxes to be checked, especially after promotion when you get those ninjas.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, CC's Fighter just takes out Garland with one swing of that Dragon -2 sword, and Matoya rocking the bottle, so nothing doing there. Big money though, so that 18k for Chanigan will cover levels 2 through 4 magic more than likely.
Oh, we have something pointed out by chat. It seems that Chanigan skipped the life magic.
Yeah.
So he is risking everything against such an opponent like Crabcakes.
I mean, that's the way, if you're going to beat Crabcakes, you have to play way outside of your comfort zone. because she is super fast, very methodical, and isn't going to make mistakes. So the only way, if you're not on that level with CC, the only way you're going to catch up or stay ahead of her is to make gambles, and going all offense and abandoning the life strats, that's a gamble, and we'll see if it pays out for Chanigan in the late game here.
And if this seed turns out to be a sort of jet seed, then there's also, like, I'm sure you knew this morning when you practiced with crabcakes, she can finish a jet seed.
Yeah, CC's no slouch, and there's our shop item. So Adamant and TNT early, as we get the TNT from Bicky and the Adamant for sale here. And there's
2 bracelets. I am a fan of those.
Yeah,
because you don't know what gold is rolled yet.
Yeah, it's expensive chain armor for your mages, but it's pretty nice to get. Cure 3 and Ruse, pretty good there. With the heal buffs on that Cure 3 is going to be pretty effective. And there's
Saber, Nuke, Brag, and Quake. Oh. So the ninjas can get Saber and Nuke, and that red mage will probably pick up, Nuke, Quake, and Brag. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
so Chanigan, again, like, sort of handcuffed by those thieves. We're working on getting those blessings. Danny, our illustrious tracker, has gone into the seed and is currently typing them up. I see her working diligently in the tracking room. So we'll find out what enticed Chanigan to bring 2 of these thieves, because right now it hasn't been an issue yet, but he could have handcuffed himself at party select with having limited access to this magic early in the game.
Yeah. Although 1 nuke caster early game should be fine.
This is true, but obviously, I would imagine if we could have brought 2 red mages, we would have. So it's more, what does that thief have, and what does the why bring 2? That's gonna be my question.
That's
for
an
Chanigan.
early rod.
Early rod's pretty good. Yeah, early rod's pretty good. And there's loot. So Canal's gonna be in Marsh Cave, or from the Marsh Cave.
Yeah, this key item progression is just
we're good. Following a breadcrumb trail here. So we're gonna go to Marsh. Marsh could be, herb to, I guess it could just be herb to Canal, but it's more likely just gonna be straight up.
It could be Crown.
It could be Crown. That's right. Like but regardless, bonking off the isthmus there.
There's been so many ship Canal seeds with the King and Sarah that I can understand that mistake.
Yeah, it's going to be, regardless, Marsh is where we're going. So we don't have warp, we don't have exit. We got to hopefully have enough resource to get all the way to the bottom and all the way out. We don't know what's going to be on that spike tile, but there's warp. Won't have a whole bunch of charges for that, maybe 1. So going back to what we were talking about earlier about that black belt, I feel like it's going to be a liability, where we talked about the structure of these flags a little bit last night, and XP is okay. Spike tiles are A sides, so there is an I tile out there, there is an Agama tile out there. We don't know where they are, but enemies with scripts have their spells and skills shuffled amongst them. So the Eye, the Agama, the dragons, with the exception of the Zombie D, all have scripts in the vanilla game, so that means they're all going to have scripts here, which makes a solo grind immediately precarious for that black belt. And XP is never really going to be good enough to do a full party grind in any sort of efficient manner, so we'll see what that black belt can do. But even hitting level 26 is pretty hard, like not hard, but like far away when it comes to...
The other thing that I could think about would be you just do like a 2-man grind with the
it's still a lot of time to invest, and when you're racing against CC, is that sort of time investment, is that a gamble worth paying out? Because you're basically banking on Topher being gross and her getting blown up. If you're gonna take a 2-person grind late, because you're gonna want to wait for all that XP modifiers to boost up. So, and there's the canal right away.
Saying. Although, For those of you who didn't catch game 1, Chanigan kind of lost because Chaos was bad, and crabcakes did make those adjustments to get that extra prep at the end. Maybe he's banking on something like that.
Yeah, I mean it
is a psychological battle as well.
Yeah, it's an adjustment at party select from a previous seed. When you're in a best of 3 situation, like you're as much playing your opponent for the current seed as you are reacting to what they did in the last game. And CC repeating what she did last night, not opening any boxes, and just go, like maybe opens 2 or 3 boxes along the way. Chanigan getting just a little distracted by all the boxes down here in Marsh. So now something could pay out. We could find like a nuke axe, or we could find, another non-incentivized ribbon. But yeah, so far nothing doing here. Now CC will go through these spell shops, which Chanigan has already done. So runner's pretty even right now. I know CC looks like she's ahead, but really they're about the same.
A few more fights as well, so
it's going to be, and the way these Tophers shake out, like it's either a, glass cannon Topher where nothing's scary and you just kind of push it over, or it's just like the scary end of 50 to 200% where, your level 20 party's not going to get through and you need to make an adjustment. But it doesn't feel like it's a 50-50 trade-off, so gambling hard on a scary Topher by bringing the black belt, it's almost like going all in early in a poker match. Now, if he puts the black belt, like the black belt gets knocked down, he doesn't pick it back up, and he just goes all in with the double thief red, that could be a viable strat too. If we find, a second sword to swing.
See that if we get an early tail and airship.
Yeah. Even odd eyes are scary in these flags because they have a script, and you might, like most of the early game enemies, you can kind of play fast and loose with the overworld, because nothing's going to have a script and really slow you down. You might hit like a death touch or a stone touch. But
exit or slot 3 exit, slot 4 fast, level 5.
So fast will be learnable for the Red Mage pre-promotion. And we're trying to pick up some sabers.
I mean, they're +4.
Yeah, we need something for these thieves to do. But having fast within reach is good for both runners. Last night that was what CC had to take that grind to get, because fast was level 7 if my memory serves. And when you are making those adjustments to go melee over, I think we had level 1 or level 2 nuke, and the nuke strats weren't going to pay out, fast is almost all but required when it comes to melee builds.
I see that. It seem like crabcakes. Oh wait, there's no clinic in Melbourne, so yeah.
And Chanigan checking the grind tiles, so just zombies and undead, so nothing doing here. Not going to check the earth tile. I wonder if we'll check it on the vampire floor, so it's more in line with our pathing at that point. CC gets a rubber shirt up here in the Asher box here on Earth 3, an anti-lightning shirt. It's fun to find.
And we're Chanigan already getting bounced out of Earth with a rough start.
Yeah, Chanigan and I, we raced this morning and had a pretty nasty Earth cave. I see Ailmarkin in chat alluding to it. Maybe Chanigan's dealing with some PTSD, but you can see again the differences here with the preparation. CC with that white mage able to pick up. Well, not anymore. That white mage is down. In theory, would be able to pick up her light warriors. Oh, nice. Kind of like when the CC playing with the palette shuffle. Vampire becomes a whiz vamp.
I also really like these clean-looking sprites that crabcakes has.
Yeah. Sun +1. That's really good. It's a really good sword to find. Gives our fighter an even bigger weapon to swing.
Hope they don't have bad scripts.
Yeah, mage and other. That's again, like that's what I'm talking about. Like all these potential grind tiles are terrifying. because these mages could have anything.
Well, Chanigan going back for seconds.
They're good XP in the early game, but yeah, we're still question from chat asking about the thief. We're still working on Danny's getting those blessings for us.
Yeah, a huge shout out to Danny for like doing everything tracking. That is Oxyale that we got from Lich's Armory.
Yep, so that's pretty good. So this points me to think that Chanigan's still fighting mages, so rolling the dice here that...
Specific threshold at level 10? No, he's just continuing for more.
Yeah, getting like, HP.
Stopping to heal. That's something I like to do right when I finish a grind.
So, with Earth, after this we'll only have one place to go, and it is the Crescent Lake. So Crescent Lake will be our canoe. It could be another fetch item to the canoe, like the herb or even the ruby to the canoe. But we're gonna get a vanilla-ish canoe, maybe a French vanilla canoe from the sages here.
Also, Chanigan with a higher level party, and that red mage gonna get that sun plus 1 sword. That's gonna be working wonders.
And CC down to the 2-man here, so
the box.
Yep, gonna skip that box, so gonna miss that sun plus 1, but anti-lightning shirt working, so if Lich got thunder, we're covered. 3 hits, 200 damage from that sun plus 1. Lich rolled up on HP for once. And there's Blaze.
Oh, wait, that grind might actually be huge.
So there we go. So CC survives.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I mean
but that fighter with bonus HP at the start, really living up to his name.
Yeah, that definitely helped the fighter survive. But we'll see. I wonder how long CC will stay, and I'm sure she'll use this opportunity to be very judicious about who she resurrects here in Crescent Lake, because CC, well known in the FFR community for running the Thief White Mage party. Maybe we'll see her switch to Fighter Red, Fighter White for a little bit, kind of focus that XP growth.
And crabcakes doing a tried and true technique that a lot of the older runners are really good at, just pretty much safe scumming through the overworld.
Yeah. There's, if anybody has a grasp on the encounter table and how to manipulate it, it's going to be crabcakes. And there's the Blaze running through.
That's 3 people alive. But does Chanigan have the damage to kill Lich without that Sun Sword? It doesn't seem like it.
So we're gonna... Yeah, Lich had almost double HP, so rolled up. And you see Chanigan laughing about it. We're in a trouble time right now. Quad X not going to work ever unless you do an Xfer. So this is going to be a pretty big setback for Chanigan unless he gets super lucky.
And he's got damage poison.
Yeah, so
that single box skip just costed the entire grind and the Earth Cave dive.
Yeah, that's the problem with using a magic grind while you're in a Fiend dungeon. But checking boxes here on Earth 1. This feels a bit like a desperation play. We know that obviously this is the only place we can go, but he's going to spend some time here fighting mages while CC just widens the gap here.
Yeah, that Sun Sword would turn the whole tide.
So, herb in hand from the sages. CC heads to Elfland Castle.
Considering we haven't seen anything bad from the mages yet, he must have realized this is a pretty good grind, so you might as well do it in the entrance save and then do a proper dive.
Yeah. And, I mean, unfortunately for Chanigan, as a Cheesinator pointing out in chat, this, barring a gross Topher, that could have been the seed for Chanigan. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I mean, that's the gamble he made at the beginning. So by by knowing he fell behind or like feeling like that, your strategy is to double down on the gamble.
This is so gross. So we get the herb from the old man. We go all the way to Elfland, and they give us the ruby. So she's got to sail back to Melmond Continent, go through the tunnel, see what the Titan's holding on to, and if she's lucky, we get canoe floater from Sarda and the Titan. But at this point, it's more than likely going to be canoe and crown, I would imagine, or maybe the tail. If we're lucky, maybe we'll get one of the items like the ribbon or the masa.
Well, num, crunchy ruby. Going to just save before checking this item because I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of money.
There's the canoe. So we knew that had to come because we had no other checks to make. We can't get to Ice Cave. We can't even get into Ordeals without the canoe and the crown. So, and Danny informing us that she had to outsource the Blursing checks to Aelmarkin. So we got
that's the Thief Blessing Excalibur.
Oh. And there's the crown. So canoe and crown is fine.
This is... I don't see why you take a second Thief over just Thief Fighter, to be honest.
Yeah, Thief. So the blessings, Thief has access to the Excalibur, an extra 15 vitality, but loses 15 strength. So basically a temper cast behind its normal progression. The Black Belt gets 10 extra MDef, 15 extra hit percent, and started out with minus 20 HP. The Red Mage with plus 10 luck, plus 2 level 1 MP, and minus 15 vitality. The Fighters for CC, plus 40 strength, plus 20 HP, minus 10 vitality. That's a really strong fighter. And White Mage,
especially in these flags, like you're expecting a lower level end. Mm-hmm. Vitality basically means your HP growth is slow, but if you start with more, that means the early game's better, but later levels will be worse.
And the White Mage with plus 20 hit percent, plus fighter strength, and without access to the ribbon. So that White Mage will likely be a heal bot, like just basically a life bot when we get to the end game for CC. I don't know if she kept a slot open for the Red Mage, but it did have access to life upon promotion, the life 2, or if she just picked up the life spell. Did not see her level 1 magic.
As for other news, Sarda gave us a crown which led to Chime.
Yeah, and Chanigan still working on these mages.
To me, this is seeming like a grind until you're out of MP and then just leave and call it good.
I think we've done that already, though. I've definitely seen him walking back in, so...
I have not seen him walk back in.
Mm-hmm. And CC into Ordeals. This is definitely the second time he's been on this grind tile, so...
Yeah.
And unfortunately he's just getting
the... I see this grind. But...
Yeah, and just getting one at the time now, like not even getting the 4-packs consistently kind of feels real bad. Because at least the 4-pack, it's pretty good XP. But just dealing with one at the time, it's not great. Yeah, and there's the second exit, and now we're gonna go. All right, Chanigan, let's go.
This time, without wasting all your magic on the grind, you'll have the village, or you grab the Sun Sword.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to grab something if you don't know it's there, and. He knows that he just spent a solid 6 to 8 minutes.
Oh, Chanigan just got... Not Chanigan. Crabcakes just got the Vorpal plus 4.
Nice. So these are boxes that CC skipped yesterday and is opening today, so... again, I wonder if this is CC making adjustments to her plan from last night, or just sort of playing the different seed as it is now. But gets the floater there, so.
How do you... If, say, I was running CC's race right now, and knowing I just scraped my Lich by the skin of my teeth while going fast, that would make me feel ahead. So maybe just like, hey, these boxes are right here.
Yep. And speaking of boxes that are right there, Chanigan walked right past that Sun Sword once again behind the Vampire.
Maybe he'll get the Whirlpool +4 later on.
Yeah, he'll open the boxes in Ordeals, so he'll definitely catch that. But knows exactly where the Axial was, and now hopefully we have the tools, we have the technology to get past Lich 1 as CC airborne into Gaia. Gonna check the item shop. I guess we're replenishing.
The bottle was found very early on.
Oh, okay, I just don't. Yeah, bottle came from a toy. I don't see it on it.
Yep.
Danny, click the buttons.
Buttons. I like buttons.
And there's the slab.
You like fetch quests?
Question from Gregory Puff. Did Chanigan wipe? Yes, he wiped on Lich 1 after taking a grind, so did a grind afterwards, and is back on Lich 1. So Lich opens with Blaze and Damage Poison.
Yeah, Blaze, Damage Poison, and he's got like max HP.
Yeah. So just getting a punch out of that first turn is pretty good for Chanigan. Gotta be kind of frustrating for him because, you know, now he knows that an easy Lich was possible. And we know that Lich had close to 800 HP just based on the damage that CC did. CC did like 500 damage in the first round, and Lich was still standing. So Lich basically rolled up. CC had a little bit of... She hit Lich 1 with 2 Light Warriors, and that Blaze rolled through, took out her Thief, and dropped her Fighter to like 50 HP.
I thought her Fighter had like 4 HP at the end of the fight.
Yeah, right. And then Lich punched the Fighter to bring it down even farther. So Sorcerer is another enemy that's scary in these flags, as they have a script as well, and they almost always like to ambush me anyway.
And that's
with like Lit 2.
Wait, apart from Key. Oh, and Xcal rolled -1. So that means that the Thief's bonus is, well...
Xcal -1 is still pretty good all the way up to Chaos, with the damage bonus. Chaos, we have the Vorpal +4. And we have an Incentive Masa kicking around, like we're golden. So, Ice required, but now Chanigan has to go do all the gross back and forth that CC just did, as she's walking out of Ice Cave back through the front door, utilizing that warp spell.
Yeah, seeing Chanigan roll his eyes at the herb.
Yeah, well, can't wait to see what he does when he gets the ruby from the Elf Prince.
I mean, item placement, like if it's a required string, you can't be too mad at it because you know both runners have to do it.
Yeah, but it's just when he knows he's behind after the wipe to Lich 1. So when you're behind and you start getting these back and forth fetch quests, like you never feel like you're making up time.
Honestly, if I was behind, I'd hope that the seed would be as long and drawn out as possible, just because if there's a fight, it's not scary to me because I grinded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will see if that, like, I mean, we're level 16-ish across the board for Chanigan?
He's like level 16, 17.
So that is nothing to sort of bat an eye at. I mean, we'll see we don't have the level 1 nuke. We have level 2 nuke, so you know, it's not as free of a seat as it could be, I guess you could say.
Alright, what comes out of Lethane? If this is key, we're in trouble.
Yep, so that's go mode for CC. So ice and, or, I'm sorry,
27-minute go mode.
yeah, so Sky and C will have Masa and a ribbon.
If it were me, I'd probably just... Actually, no, we're still looking for the tail as well.
Yeah, so Tail's out there too, so there's Waterfalls in play as well.
If it were... If I was crabcakes... I mean, unless there's some...
And Chanigan full-on skipping the Titan's Trove, like that's... Oh, now we're going to check it on the way out, okay. I was going to say, that is a man that feels behind. But we did end up opening those boxes. CC eating some blue steak. I don't think CC checks. I think CC just goes, and she might check TFC, but I don't think she goes to Waterfall.
The only thing the only thing I could see checking, I see myself checking, would be TFC, because you know it's there. It's only one floor out of the way, and you have warp.
And this is CC. Okay, I was gonna say this is the problem with trying to figure out try to guess what the best runners in the game are gonna do. They're immediately gonna prove you wrong. But maybe we just came back for heal pots and houses, and now we will go to Waterfall.
Then again, if I was in Crabcake's position, again, like I said earlier, I would feel ahead.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think there's many situations where CC ever feels behind in a race.
I mean, if that blaze just rolled a little bit higher.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, Crabcake's got some good luck in battle. Chanigan didn't.
No, I mean Chanigan's trying to take over for Davis for being the wrong kind of lucky, the wrong kind of luckiest player.
Hey, good luck for you may very well be bad luck for the other person.
Hey, I think it's pretty lucky to get 3 and 256 a couple times in a single battle. How rare is that to happen?
I think it's 3 and 256. Was that the ribbon?
So like to have it happen multiple times, it's just gotta feel good. Like, hey, I'm pretty lucky today. I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket.
Lottery tickets.
Yeah, right. See, we're on the same page. And CC gets a ribbon from the 3D printer and Waterfall. I think we check TFC. I don't think we open boxes in Sky, and we just hope that TFC is our Masa, I think, for CC. 40 strength, bonus Masa wielding fighters.
Crabcakes, and you realize you're on Sky 3. And you play your own gambit.
That's true. I mean,
that would be a very nice move.
I'm done trying to guess what CC's going to do. She's a way better runner than me, and it's just I should be taking notes if anything. But Chanigan into Ordeals, catching up a little bit, catching up on our world events, but still need to.
Yeah, the more unrunnables, I think it would be better for Chanigan due to the party levels.
Well, CC's levels are catching up. So that's the thing about those
free man strats.
Yeah, like the difference between taking fights in sea, taking fights in Waterfall, and there's the Masa. So Tail kicked loose into Sky is best case scenario for CC. I would be surprised if she just checks free boxes from here on out.
Yeah. And the fact that, well, Crabcakes doesn't even have to worry about anything in Sky, this does not. Chanigan's gamble's gonna have to always, he missed 4+4.
Yeah.
I don't think. Uh-oh. That is correct, American. Crabcakes has got good swords on everyone. Chanigan has got Saber +4. You might be going
Yeah.
for punch strats.
Yeah, I mean, he'll get the Masa, I would imagine. Unless he just continues with that feeling behind, so we're not opening boxes. A stop stick.
Pro Cape -2. It's a Pro Cape. I'm happy with
Yeah.
Pro Cape.
Here, it's like, what, 6 absorb? 5, 6 absorb?
For
Still
a mage?
pretty good.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we'll see what Kraken 1 does.
Kraken 1 does Kraken 1 things.
I mean, that's the hairy thing about running a short party is you have fewer targets for Kraken to punch, so the odds of him hitting people that he shouldn't be hitting go pretty high up. But we'll see.
I mean,
We're going...
Yeah, without the tail, it's only Rudy the Red Mage that'll be casting life.
And CC does have a ruse stick.
Yep, sticking that thief up front with the buffs, and then rusing.
Yep, and
Oh, one
there
shot.
it is. So, yeah. 6 hits already for that that fighter. Well, granted, it was a fasted fighter, but yeah. So CC's fighter's online. We need a couple, maybe 2 more fast charges. So we might even have them with the levels we picked up in C. But Chanigan, you see, he's in the air. He's going to do the slab turn in. That will get him his key. And then he's got to go to Ice Cave. And get that cube. But he might go to Onrak Khan at first before going to Ice. And
Yeah,
CC doing what she did yesterday and doing the overworld grind and with the blue stake. So
Crabcakes noticed that T-Rex earlier when coming back from Fiend and went, ooh.
yeah. So CC is going to overcome that mage grind that Chanigan took pretty quickly here. Even though this T-Rex has got like 1,000 HP, when you're doing about 1,400 melee damage around, like this is going to be pretty fast for CC to get pretty good levels. But it's going to keep the door open for Chanigan to catch up a little bit.
It's the other thing is that it's much faster EXP than the mage tile was.
Yeah, it's like 10 times the experience, and that fighter has only really got to get like maybe 2 more fights. Once we hit level 21 on that fighter, that might be good enough. That might also have us with a couple charges of fast, and there's 21 on the fighter. CC's done. We're going to Sky. So just super fast here for CC.
Chanigan heading straight into the Sea Shrine. Gonna check TFC and then
Yeah, he checks TFC because he's not in go mode, so he's still looking for cube. This will be confirmation that he needs to go to Ice Cave, but it will be the Masa for him. So
this is confirmation that, hey, I need to go to Waterfall, and then he'll be disappointed. Disappointed by a ribbon because it's not go mode.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Check the Chanigan reaction cam. See how he responds.
Incoming reaction to a Masa +1 that you know your opponent has with a fighter.
I don't know. Chanigan, not a guy to super like negatively emote. He often laughs off adversity, so we'll see if he just kind of giggles at the Masa. Nope, there's the
scowl.
G dang it.
Hey, it's better than a saber +4.
Now, if it was a saber stick +4.
Yeah, so the rules of this tournament, including player webcams, it does make for more entertaining content. Will we finally have an emote to replace Dang Champ?
I don't know. Dang Champs is an
FFR
classic, but the Channy Nope is active on the FFR Discord.
Hey, you want double Warmick, Chanigan?
I don't think
that's
so.
someone else.
I think that was Demon RHK that hit the double Warmick.
Oh yeah.
But Bridge of Destiny for CC, And
would you like
so
a double
far,
Warnick?
I don't think she's going to see one. I think this might be her last fight on the bridge before she hits Tia. Levels are about the same-ish.
Yeah, that fighter's a little bit ahead of everyone else because of that Lich fight.
Mm-hmm.
4 hits 132 to start, but Tiamat's opening with fire too. Not much can kill that fighter.
I like the roost stick on the thief. That thief starting with extra agility and just making it an evasion tank at the top up there is a heads-up play.
Yep, because you only need 1 or 2 ruses to hit max evasion with the flags we have on for thief ability, right?
Yeah. So CC loses the red mage because Tia doesn't play ball, but she just has Volcano to go, and Chanigan looking to light orb number 2, and CC using the opportunity to get more levels on her thief.
Funnel that
player
EXP
combo.
into the melee classes. That's a
not a grind, but just the free fight. Instead of burning the encounter, we're just gonna take the fight and then use the encounter manipulation there.
Or just head straight to Volcano with 2-man strats.
Yeah. Carrie should fall over to that 24 fighter. She should. I don't know. I missed the armor.
Nuclear.
Well, Carrie 1 can't have nuclear, so that's we're golden there. She's got the ribbon, so the scariest thing we could see out of Carrie would be Death Touch. And with the roost stick on the thief, I think we just reset and just...
Chanigan has been quadruple stopped.
Yeah. Oh, no. Poor Chanigan.
Hey! Whoop.
Gets away, though.
Whoop, whoop. He got out. Alright. I'm feeling a little bit like troll Carrie. I feel
she doesn't even go full HP, and there's the ribbon for Chanigan. There's that smirk and head bobble. Like, he's not thrilled about how the seed's treating him.
Just hold A, and Carrie lives through 1 round. You're gonna die the next. Probably.
Yeah, no gross touches on Carrie, so free Carrie, and CC at the 40-minute mark is ready to go to Topher.
Is she gonna whip out another sub 45 today?
Probably. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Topher has in store for us. It could be super gross.
This is where Chanigan's gamble comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because nuclear.
Yeah, I mean, nuclear would be bad, but like right now, Chanigan's party wouldn't survive that either. We need. He would still need to grind.
Instead of 3 means 1 extra chance to roll low damage. Big brain strength.
And CC resets after the Kraken punch on the white mage on right side. I think we'll see left side now. That Carrie's much more palatable.
Just gonna go nuke strats.
Yeah, nukes and swings. That X-Cal doing a little bit of damage. Carrie with the absorb, so we lose Dan.
It's pretty physical as well. Down goes Zoe.
And there's the cube get, and now it's man mode time. So early Fiend's proven to be a bit of a struggle here. Just trying to get better luck here.
Late Fiends, though.
So going to prioritize the fast. And there's the damage poison. So Carrie coming out with the adjustments. Cure 3, I like the Cure 3 use here. 3 hits 238. Masa swing, 7 hits 517. So fast was a pivotal part of that battle plan. And we do have life, so on the red mage, so
the white mage using those 2 spell slots to cast Cure 3, save your potions.
And so yeah, the dream side is real. Carry 2, Lich 2, but Lich with Thunder, oh boy. You see the Just the frustrated look from CC as you just kind of lose a light warrior and spell charges to turn order. It feels pretty bad.
I mean, hey, I'm really good at getting that bad turn order so many times in a row. Get a lottery ticket.
Let's see what Chaos has got. We're gonna open up with a swing, a fast, and a roost stick. So 5 hits, 15 damage means Chaos not a lot of agility. So free turn there with the lightning 2. Chaos showing his hand spell happy and already missing hits. So this is a pretty good so far for the strategy that CC's bringing. And second spell, Quad X.
I think CC has got this. Yeah. One more swing should put Chaos down, right?
Yep. Chaos focusing on meleeing that
Yep.
evasion tank, and there it is. CC finishes with an official SpeedGaming live time.
There's the Chanigan reaction, like, dang.
Yeah. So CC officially with 43-43 moves on to the next round of SpeedGaming Live. Chanigan, unfortunately, continued showing how lucky he is. And
lucky.
threw in the towel. Wish CC the best moving forward. We'll see if we can get Chanigan here to come talk to us about that as he wraps up his seed.
Yeah. Pretty much the whole time difference was a grind worth and the Earth gave worth.
Yeah,
other than that, he kept pretty much the exact same pace blazing through the seed.
Yeah.
That seed came down to a sun sword, from my perspective.
And just bad turn order, really, on that. And there's Chanigan. Let's get him in here. GG, Chanigan.
GG.
Oh boy, my gamble did not pay off.
So you want to know the? You want to know what's in that
rude,
vampire chest?
I don't know if he wants to know.
Ooh, that would have been nice.
Yeah. I think it helps compared to a saber +4.
Yep.
Those saber +4s last quite a while. True for sabers.
Chanigan, talk to me about the double thief versus bringing a fighter.
I don't know. I was hesitating a lot. I wanted to bring the fighter, but I'm like, I could just run all day, every day with 2 thieves. I'm like, let's go with thief black belt and just go for pure damage in case chaos is nasty.
Yeah.
How about?
Unfortunately, chaos wasn't nasty.
As
Lich with Blaze again.
Yeah, and to the damage poison too, which was like. And unfortunately, taking that grind exhausted all of your magic charges.
Yeah.
So.
Nah, that was a mistake taking the grind here. It was just good. It was good XP for that time, since I was level 7, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need some levels to beat Lich, and I tried to keep maybe 1 or 2 new charges in case.
I think we're witnessing the fight where you might have forfeited as Tiamat just disassembling your party one fight warrior at a time. And this kind of playing with her food throws ink on the plate. Soup and soup, trying to get it done. 5 hits, 3 Ice 2 is going to take care of soup. I mean, you don't really want to put ice cubes in your soup. That's bad. Fire 2, just death by a million cuts on Whoop, and Whoop, there it is. And that's probably when you actually forfeited in the race room.
Yep.
But as Gregory Puff said in chat, amazing run, Chanigan.
Thank you.
Had I remember I was keeping an eye on the play-in races, or the qualifiers, excuse me. And I remember the first qualifier, you came out guns blazing and just sort of crushed the competition in that run. And I like put a smile on my face. I was just like, "Good for you, man! Like, kick some butt."
Yeah,
But
everything went. Oh, go for it. Sorry.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, you hit the brick wall that is crab cakes in the brackets, and
Yeah,
that's
and
a
I hate the
tough hill to
brackets.
climb.
The random, the RNG brackets. Oof.
Yeah,
The RNG wasn't with me all brackets, so
yeah. I mean,
Everything was
Cece's a heck of a competitor. We see her hanging out with us in chat. There, like, you have to basically be on your A game and gambling in order to beat Cece. And we saw the gamble, but unfortunately, Lich was also ready to gamble
Lich said
too.
no.
Yeah, if Blaze had rolled a little bit differently on crab cakes and you grabbed that sun sword, this could have been that's how well you played. Like you really did put up a very competitive show.
Thank you.
But Lich was not quite a speed bump this time.
Yeah,
that should be a given. What's up, devs?
It's fine. Lich deserves some respect sometimes. So, Chanigan, final thoughts on SpeedGaming Live as a whole?
Yeah, man, that was a blast. Even though I'm eliminated, I had a lot of fun. And good luck to CCs. Please win it all.
Right.
I want to see you win. But yeah, that was amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you, SpeedGaming, for organizing this. This was amazing.
Awesome. Chanigan, you have one of the best attitudes of people in the FFR community, and it's always a blast calling races for you and hanging out with you while we race. I wish you best of luck in your future events. Cece, we'll move on to the next round of the tournament. She's talking about actually buying a real computer, so I mean, with the prize money kicking around for this tournament, I mean, you should be able to get something pretty good.
I don't know those graphics cards.
Yeah, just buy a pre-built. Danny, thank you so much for doing the tracking for us. Admiral, thank you so much for joining me in the booth. Do you want to send us home?
Yep. Thank you, Caleb, for all those thoughts, and just GG's to you, Chanigan. That, like, the crab cakes might have been called the brick wall, but I could definitely see you winning this.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thanks.
Yep. Brick walls can come down.
Yeah.
Yes. With concrete.
We do have 2 more races tonight. Spells App taking on Ale in their round of 8, game 2. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then also at 9 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 6, we have Dead Pulse versus Edgeworth. I think, is that a round of 8 match or is that a round of 4 match? But Dead Pulse, Edgeworth, Spells App, Ale. Man, there's so many good runners left in this tournament. It's going to be a bloodbath.
I mean, hey,
to the top of this bracket.
If the good runners are still in the tournament, I think that's a good tournament.
Yeah. But it's just like it's just when it starts to get condensed down to just like the top of the top, the cream of the crop, it's so hard to like anticipate who's going to win or just like or see a run come down to like bad battle RNG also feels bad. But if you want to see some great FFR action, just stick around. SpeedGaming 1, Spells App and Ale will be here at 9 p.m. Eastern. Race starts, I think, at 9:15 for the broadcast. And or you can always just do the fun multi-box and watch both races at the same time on SG1 and SG6.
Yeah.
And then we got Fizzle and Ganon's Gone Wild also going at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. That is their game 2. Ganon looking to top Fizzle. Fizzle looking to push the rubber match and make a game 3 happen. So,
yeah, I'm betting on a game 3 because it's hype.
Game 3s are hype, but and I'm sure Fizzle would want a game 3 too, but I don't think Ganon wants a game 3. I think Ganon wants to close it out and move on to the round of 4 tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out watching. I'm sorry I cut you off, Admiral. What were you saying?
Yeah, Ganon probably not going to be the people's champion as he is, in fact, Ganondorf.
This is true. Got to live up to your namesake at some point. But thanks again. This has been a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next time.